What do you think I should start with? Either
You have to start there first, because if you start here, then you critique that. Start with the big square ribs first. Let's just a little piece. You don't have to eat all of it.
okay.
Jesus. Okay, I ordered for honey barbecue, so I'm waiting to hear what she has to say. Okay, on to the cheese sauce.
Oh wow, it's meaty. It's very meaty.
Okay. Let's hear.
Oh my god, you guys. Let me show you something. Abusi, I don't know if you can tell. This one is literally like cardboard dry.
Okay.
And this one is so juicy. Like, maybe that is what Tangani. Yani, hata ukibreak tu hivi inatoka.
Oh my god.
Like, what? It's so juicy. It's so juicy, I can take a piece of bread and eat the sauce.
In my little pantry, and I just want to say hi guys, how y'all doing? And I'm just about to grab some spices. Why? Because I'm starting my new series, A Notch Higher. In my last video, I shared with you guys that I'm tired of my content. I wanted a little bit of a revamp, and I think if we can take restaurant food a notch higher, we're doing the right kind of thing, right? We're doing the right kind of thing. And that's what we're about to do today. And like I said, I'm in my spice pantry. I know you guys are just like, what girl? Yes, I'm in my spice pantry. I'm about to grab some spices and whip up today's meal that we're about to take a notch higher. I ordered for wings from Big Square in order to taste them, to make sure whatever it is that I'm trying to achieve is on the same level. I went with their honey barbecue wings. I want you guys to take a look at how it arrives. So I'm gonna take a couple of bites. I will say, it's kind of dope that their portion doesn't arrive too little. And I'm not trying to be a hater, all right? That's not the goal of this series, to be a hater, but I definitely feel like we can take these ribs a notch higher when you're at home. And they don't have to be so dry. But I don't want to be the only person to like give you guys my feedback. I'm inviting Nancy onto the show, and she's going to be tasting out these ribs and mine, and we see which one takes it a notch higher. Half a rack of ribs right here, and let me just say that I got these ribs for $870, so it was a full rack. I've just gone ahead to get them to cut it for me. I also trimmed a lot of this fat. I just don't believe that your ribs need to be extremely fatty. I made sure to keep some fat in order to maintain the flavor profile. And also, the one thing that I didn't do, I turned around when they were cutting the ribs, so they look a little bit floppy, but that's nothing to worry about. Now, yes, the ribs are cleaned. I'm just gonna place them here, and the first thing we're gonna do is work on our rub. But before we work on our rub, it's gonna be very important for us to sprinkle just some salt on them. And the higher you go with whatever seasoning you're putting, the more potent it's gonna catch on onto the ribs. I really enjoy using fresh coriander, mainly because I feel like it has so much flavor. So this is about a tablespoon that we're just gonna crush into becoming really finely. If you do not have any coriander seeds, you can also just use ground coriander. Now that our coriander is finely grounded, we're also going to be adding in 1 teaspoon of paprika, black pepper, garlic powder, not forgetting brown sugar, which is about a tablespoon and a half. You're gonna go ahead and mix all of that together. And just like that, your rub is done. Take your ribs, go ahead and sprinkle all over your ribs. Make sure you rub the rub really well onto your ribs. Make sure every nook and cranny of your ribs are well coated with the rub. Spice that we have over here, don't throw this away. We're gonna be using it in our sauce. For this recipe, it's going to require 1 huge onion, which we're gonna thinly slice. You can use even 2 if you want. We're gonna thinly slice this onion. And then we're gonna go ahead and take our 3 cloves of garlic. It will require for you to use either a vegetable cube, chicken cube, or a beef cube. So you're just gonna take it, place it into your jug, and then place your hot water. We're going to be needing about 2 cups to 2.5 cups of vegetable stock or whatever stock you have. So we're just gonna leave this cube melting into the hot water as we get ready to move to the stove. Start with about 1/2 tablespoon of olive oil. We're gonna take our ribs and then we're gonna place them in here. All we are looking for at this point is for them to brown. So it's gonna take about 3 to 5 minutes on each side for them to brown or to caramelize because of the sugar that's on the ribs. So let's wait for the magic to happen. And the meat has browned to perfection, to just how I like it. And now it's time to take it out, leave it to the side. And as you can see in here, there's like a ton of flavor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in our onions. So I haven't added any oil. All I've just done is added in the onions. So I'm just gonna cover this so that they get soft and they, add a lot of moisture into the pan in order to ease the fond at the bottom, because that's where all the flavor is. The onions are nice and soft. I mean, they look delish. We've caught on to all the flavor that was in here. So next thing we're gonna do is I'm going to add in half of our garlic paste. And then we're gonna add in our mix. We are now going to add back in our ribs. And now for my favorite part, we're gonna add in all the things that go into a barbecue sauce. We're gonna add in the ketchup. We're going to be using about 3/4 tablespoon of brown sugar. We're gonna add in our bay leaves. And then we're gonna take our stock cube and we're gonna stir it in first. This way it's completely mixed into the water, and then we're gonna add we're gonna make sure to stir this in. I'm gonna add some more. We're gonna add in our worcestershire sauce, whatever you call it. About a couple of drops. After adding in the worcestershire sauce, we're gonna add in our garlic. We're gonna take the heat up to like a medium high, and then we're just gonna cover this to cook for the next 2 hours. As you can see, the sauce is completely reduced. At the 1.5 hour mark, I made sure to add in just a little bit more stock because it was running low. And now I'm gonna take off the lid in order for all of the excess moisture to just get out and the barbecue sauce to thicken, because what we're looking for is some thick barbecue sauce, baby. Thick. You heard that? Thick. And you can't get thick barbecue sauce if you don't let the moisture escape. Same time, we're gonna take out these ribs. The rest of the sauce in here, we're gonna serve in a separate bowl. So the moment of truth is here. Nancy is here. She's looking cute. I don't know why she's trying to look cute. Na kuna ribs za kukula. So I feel like you can get into your bag. What do you want to start with?
First of all, I look tired because I'm a working babe. I work hard. I haven't eaten since morning. This
Actually, you're right.
When I caught, first of all, by the way, when I opened this, just looking macho tu, unajua kukula na macho. I need you guys to see just the juiciness.
Like, we're not throwing shade.
Yo, just looking at these, of course, the what is it called?
The rack.
The rack, it's huge, but this one attracts me more. So, what do you think I should start with? Either
you have to start there first, because if you start here, then you critique that. Start with the big square ribs first. Let's just a little piece. You don't have to eat all of it. Okay, I ordered for Honey Barbecue, so I'm waiting to hear what she has to say. That you had the oblivion.
They taste the same the way normal but big square taste, but enyewe flavor iko down, alafu iko dry. That's the one thing. It looks like they just slathered on the honey barbecue on top, but inside it's dry.
Like we've chewed for a minute. Oh, wow. Okay, on to the...
Oh wow, it's meaty.
Mm?
It's very meaty. Okay, first of all, it's very...
Do you like to put meat in your mouth? We've experienced this before.
Oh my god, this is so good.
Okay. Let's hear.
Oh my god, you guys. Let me show you something. Abusi, I don't know if you can tell. This one is literally like cardboard dry.
Okay.
And this one is so juicy. Maybe that is what I'm Yani, hata ukibreak tu hivi inatoka.
Oh my god.
Like what? And it's so juicy. It's so juicy, I can take a piece of bread and eat the sauce.
I'm gonna have to try this now.
It's so good. What sauce is that? Is it like honey barbecue as well?
No, I actually just broke the rule. Actually, yeah, it's my own version of honey barbecue without the honey.
Is it on sale?
Oh my god.
Let me tell you guys, it's been so long since I ate Mandi's food on this counter. You guys. Okay. The flavor is not only on the outside, it's also on the inside. So how did you achieve that?
With the whole cooking process and the vegetable stock and the flavor of the layering. There's a ton of stuff that I've done. Quite simple though. And it's just flavorful. And I made sure to salt the ribs before pan frying them.
Oh yeah, you did that thing. What's that thing called?
Searing.
Searing. You're welcome.
Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys are gonna love this series. Do remember that the meals are gonna be based on what you would like to see on this series. So comment below, let me know what you wanna see, which restaurant meal you want me to make. But until then, I hope you guys love this new series. Kisses. See.
Lakini, hiyo tuuza kwa matako.
Jesus.